Bolts fans are ready to shake off last night's loss in Game 1 and focus on Game 2 this weekend. It was close last night, but in the end, the Bolts lost in overtime in Denver. The Bolts got off to a slow start against the Colorado Avalanche. They were down by 2 goals early in the first period, but the Bolts have been here before. They fought back. They forced an overtime. However, the Avalanche scored shortly after overtime began, winning the game 4-3. Game 2 is Saturday, again in Denver. Puck drop is at 8 o'clock. But this morning, Bolts Nation, of course, not panicking. ABC Action News reporter Chad Mills is live outside Amalie Arena with how the team is responding after Game 1. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Dave. Well, the team knows Game 1 wasn't its best performance by far, but they were still able to fight back, take the game to overtime, even after that abysmal start in the first period. Captain Steven Stamkos was asked about the performance after the game. He reminded that you can't control what's already happened. You can only control what's coming, and that's what they'll look to do between now and Game 2, which is on Saturday night there in Denver. Stamkos said for the Bolts, the first game of the series, normally about feeling out its opponent, especially for the Colorado Avalanche, a team they don't play a whole lot. He said he's confident that his team can bounce back and look to tie things up in Game 2. Here's Stammer now.
The mindset is, we're here to win a series, and you don't know when that's going to come. It could come 4 games, 5 games, 6, 7, you never know. Like I said, we've done a great job of making adjustments after losses, so we'll look to do that.
And on social media, it looks like that mindset shared this morning by a lot of Bolts fans who point out that Game 1s really haven't been the team's strong point this postseason. They lost convincingly to both the Maple Leafs and the New York Rangers in Game 1 so far this postseason. Fans, of course, hoping that the Bolts can bounce back in Game 2. Our Jamison Euler out there in Denver caught up with some of those Bolts fans who traveled for Game 1.
I was just outside of Ball Arena here in Denver last night for a watch party, and this place was hopping, especially when they won it in overtime. But I will say that this place got quiet real fast when Palat and Sergachev scored their goals just seconds apart to tie it up. I would say it's the same as well inside Ball Arena. You could see that crowd energized in the first period when I was in there. I did see a few Bolts fans in the stands, but not many. Much like outside the arena as well. This area called the Tivoli Quad is their answer to our Thunder Alley, and believe me, you won't find too many Lightning fans out there, but I may have found the only 2 who now call Denver home, but we're proudly sporting their Bolts blue.
It's been pretty rough. I had a little heckling after the first intermission, but not as quite this intermission, ironically.
I think it's fun. I don't like when they're mean, though. I just want everybody to have a good time. I'm having fun, although it's not Thunder Alley.
You certainly have to love the Thunder Alley shout out there from all the way out here in Denver to her mom back in Tampa. You should be really proud of your daughter speaking up like that out here in enemy territory at that watch party. A lot of fun, a lot of excitement out here, but not so much for Bolts fans back home, of course, but there is a Game 2, and this game was close. Certainly going to be a series here, and it's a best of 7. I'm Jamison Euler in Denver, ABC Action News.